Online obviously has some strong benefits as opposed to the on-campus program. And most of my students prefer the on-campus program, but let's face it, the reality is that many students are precluded right now because of visa issues from coming to the United States. So the online programs offer a flexibility that the on-campus programs do not offer, which is you don't need a visa. So it also allows you to, I mean, many students cannot just leave their families and their employment to come to the United States for a year. So the online options allow those students to get the education they want to have. And the US legal education is very important globally. So that provides access, educational access to the US legal education. So that's just a great opportunity to balance family life, work life, and education. Some aspect you need to look at is the teaching format that the online programs offer. So there are two ways generally to teach online. One is in real time, where you have a specific day and time of the day to study where the classes meet virtually or asynchronously. So we all experienced that during lockdown. We had our students all over the world, and some of them got up at 2 a.m. to attend that environmental law class that was taught at 4 p.m. in the United States. It's not ideal. And so the solution to that is asynchronous teaching. Now, that means that the students can select when they complete this segment of the course. So in US law schools, you get a syllabus, which is a list week by week, class by class, what the assignments are, what the teaching times are, and what the subjects are. Because you do need to prepare for each class in advance. Very different from many other countries. So you have lots of readings to do. And the asynchronous format allows students to prepare on their own time and to complete the assignments on their own time. Now, this is not just watching a video, hopefully, or a recording of the professor talking into the camera. It also includes participatory elements. For example, the professor will give an assignment that could be a discussion board. So there will be an assignment, the students submit their comments, and they're required to do so, and they will be graded on that. That's in lieu of oral participation. And this is an exchange between the students, which then means you get to know your fellow students. So that's there are many, many tools the professors can use that are not possible in a real classroom. In a classroom, you can have teamwork and you set everybody into a different row. That's not as easy. I like teaching online because I can create breakout rooms and send the students into the breakout rooms and then pop into the breakout room and see how the discussion goes and help, and then everybody comes back. So it's many people probably think it's just recorded classes, and but that's something that you need to check with the law school. What tools do they have at hand? Another point is, how do the students who are not physically on campus engage with the law school? Because these are fantastic communities and you should be included. So are there options for the online students to attend the extracurricular academic events, such as symposia, conferences, workshops that maybe the Career Services Office hosts about what are career options for lawyers? There are coffee chats, there are student organizations, there are many ways to get involved with the community. So that's another aspect. And that's really part of the US education as well, right? That you experience the US life and way to communicate and analyze. So look for the student services for the online students. How many staff members are there? What's the technological support? Because often online access is a little bit hampered in some countries or some regions. So what happens if you can't attend because your internet doesn't work? So that's something. And then, so of course, the cost consideration. You save money on not having to travel here, not having to find housing, not having the visa expenses. Of course, that's part of the excitement of having an on-campus program. There are hybrid options. As I mentioned before, the pro law program that Loyola offers is one semester online, the other on campus in Rome. We have a weekend JD program at Loyola, which combines on-campus teaching every other weekend in Chicago or every 4 weekends and asynchronous classes. So that brings people from all of the United States to Chicago because this is a great opportunity for them to do exactly that, keep working, have their family and their education.
Wonderful. Felicia, anything to add for that?
Yeah. Again, I'll go back to what's your long-term goal, because an online LLM is a great opportunity for many people, and it widens the scope of who can enroll. But also, you should think about what your plan is to do with the degree, because for example, we do not offer an online program because the New York Board of Law Examiners requires that first degree of law and LLM credits be from in-classroom instruction. So no remote, no correspondence courses. So even if the handful of remote classes that we offer here at Brooklyn Law School, we don't advise that LLM students enroll in them. So yeah, you definitely want to keep in mind like what qualifications you'll need, whether that degree will meet the requirements of the work that you plan to eventually do.
Okay, wonderful. Masa?
I was going to actually echo what Felicia just said, that if taking a bar is a goal after completing an LLM, you definitely want to check with that particular state's requirements for an LLM to take the bar, because most of them do not allow online programs to, like, it wouldn't qualify to sit for the bar. So you want to do your due research for that if taking bar is something that you're considering. However, we have learned that in our online programs that they're more specialized in terms of, like, for example, Stetson's LLM in advocacy and elder law are online, and these are already practicing attorneys that just want to specialize now in one of those areas. So the courses are quite specialized, and it helps them advance their careers or just become up to date if you are a graduate, from many years ago. And I think Ensign Militia covered it very well. I just wanted to add those to it.